This is an inverter board for a VRV3 that drives the compressor. Here's the outputs. UVW goes to the compressor, and inputs L1, 2, 3. But as you can see, this board is definitely beyond repair. The compressor grounded, and I believe that's actually what caused this board to fail. See this relay? It's definitely bad black mark here, and we got some more smaller components here that got damaged. But what happened was, I believe the compressor was actually replaced previously, and this VRV3 was in what Daikin calls emergency mode. So it was only allowing one compressor to run, but for some reason it was allowing it to actually pull more than the run load amps than it was rated for, and so it probably overheated and grounded out because of that. And when we replaced the compressor, we started it up, and it sounded louder than normal. So we checked amp draw. It was pulling higher than run load amps. I think it was maybe 6 or 7 amps higher than the run load amps. And we noticed the other compressor wasn't running when we plugged in the service checker. So we took it out of emergency mode, and then both compressors started up, and they were both pulling at or below run load amps at that point. So it looks like that is what took out that compressor, and hopefully there won't be any more compressor failures on that VRV for a while. But this is a good example of why, when you call tech support for pretty much any VRF or mini split manufacturer, in my experience, they will tell you when you have a compressor that fails, replace the inverter board that drives that compressor, or if it's an outdoor fan motor that locked up or failed in some way, they're also going to tell you to replace the board that drives that outdoor fan motor, and the same goes for your blower motors. They'll tell you to replace the board that drives that blower motor basically as well. So if you ever get to a point where you're troubleshooting a mini splitter VRF and you know you've got a bad inverter board, or any kind of board really that drives a blower, outdoor fan motor, compressor, or you've got a grounded compressor, go ahead and replace the board and compressor, or the board and motor together, because that's exactly what tech support is probably going to tell you to do, regardless of if you can narrow it down to one or the other.